I'm not a pianist, but I still have next to my working table a piano. And I love it. It's just a wonderful instrument, piano. Straightforward. Right? I mean, you just... Let me start our talk with a short introduction. Part of my action that I'm taking to evolve is doing sport, going on the cross trainer. And while I'm doing this, I'm putting my iPod and listening to clever people talk. And a few days ago, there was Don Beck, and there was this lady, her name is Jessica, doing this very good work to make it possible for people like me and many others to understand this world better. What actually you're doing?
Well, Eagle, it's great to be speaking with you, and I like your introduction.
Okay.
So everything that I've done in my life, which include what you were describing, learning and writing about spiral dynamics, and for even longer in my life being a pianist and a teacher, all of the influences in my life are coming together. Now, I've begun to realize, with the help of some of my dear friends, that what I'm doing is really more than being a musician. Music is my principal modality. It's the modality that I feel in some ways most, it's what gives me confidence when I either experience my own playing or hear the playing of another person who would be sitting with me by the keyboard during a lesson. It's all at the service of evolution, of human emergence. And I like the word emergence because there's an implication there that something is latent that is going to reveal itself. The experience has revealed to me that there is an enormous amount inside of us which we may go an entire lifetime and never realize. And I see it in a very immediate way. Over the course of the time that I've been doing this in music, which is about 30 years since I graduated from college, when I began to teach, I began to instinctively or intuitively use piano duet improvisation with the people with whom I was working. And so, practically speaking, what that means is that I will sit at one end of the piano, usually at the bass, bottom end of the piano, and the other person will sit beside me. And I'll begin to create, improvise a kind of background. And then they'll, at a certain point, place their hands on the keys. Now, sometimes, in some cases, that's someone who may have a major disability, even like cerebral palsy. But what you were saying, Eagle, about the beauty of the simplicity of the piano is actually entirely true. Because when you sit there, the fact that you simply have the weight of your body and the gravitational force that allows you, if you can, and so far all of my students have at least been able to put a hand, at least one hand or even one finger on the keyboard, it will produce a sound. Each person is unique in their expression. And each person, simultaneously, that uniqueness is released in a way, or the quality of it is one of unmistakable beauty. Now, it's a very simple technique that I use. And at the same time, however, it's kind of providing what in spiral dynamics you call the life. There's a certain kind of way that I'm creating a localized life condition for the other individual.
Okay.
And that life condition is one where a person is allowed to feel a often unparalleled trust, freedom, creativity, and then subsequently a sense of possibility, and subsequently a connection to who they actually truly are. When I first read about spiral dynamics and learned about the work of Don Beck and his mentor, Claire Graves saw the beginning of a kind of way of being where there was what he called a dropping away of fear. So all of that existential tension which characterized this whole span of history from the beginning of human culture as we know it, or define it, to the present, has been driven by a kind of existential tension and a reactivity as a result of it, a reaction to deal with that tension. And often it's not a conscious thing, it's compelled people to try and create better life conditions, safer life conditions, kind of dropping away of an existential tension. And Graves saw that. He saw a place where fear was no longer the driving force. So that is the condition that I'm creating for a person on the piano bench, sitting at the keyboard, and using the modality of music.
The driving force is love. What you are doing is a way of putting the person into telling him, actually, when I'm going to meditate together, we're going to surrender and go to that place. And this is giving giving the whole this action, giving it what I see as the most as a very important action to do now in this world is to teach people how to meditate, to let them have the possibility to reach the deepest part of who they really are. And another way is to tell them, sit near the piano and enjoy yourself. And you can arrive while doing this to the same place. I already see how you can take it further. Make it available for more and more people, because now it is. Actually, this is what we're doing. It's part of it.
Absolutely.
Opening this gate to more and more people.
It's wonderful what you said, because it's like a model for the future, for like a future life. It's a kind of, and it's entirely real. It's very interesting, Eagle. It's kind of unique. I think I'm contemplating this more, even just as we're speaking about it now, because you're creating this parallel or relationship to meditation is interesting. And the thing that this does, you see, is it connects you to, I think, a similar place. Or the same place.
You are going together with the person who is playing to the same place. You are going back to the garden.
That's, I'll take it.
Right?
I'll take it.
And this is basically what we are trying to bring to life. And when people who know their deepest parts come together, they are able to create reality in a different way.
I feel that our connection is of great value because of, you see, for you it's really real.
You know, Jessica, yesterday I was watching the video of your video when you were playing with this girl, the 14-year-old girl. Those people who have Down syndrome, you see, how I see what we call disabilities. You can look at it from the other side, and those people who have the Down syndrome have something quality which a lot of people, most people who don't have Down syndrome, are not able to arrive to, and this is their this what a child have. They still have it. This is being pure, being innocent. They are able to, and I saw it on this girl when she was like, when she took her hand and make like this at the end of I was like, she know it and she is there.